Have you ever wondered what lies beyond Portugal's famous cities? Most people who visit stick to Lisbon, Porto, maybe the Algarve. But Fundao? This place is a different story entirely. I'm Michael, and this is Rags2Travel, where we go where the tourists don't. Welcome to Fundao. At first glance, it might seem like just another quiet town tucked away in central Portugal. But spend a little time walking its streets and something shifts. History and modern life sit side by side. Rolling hills frame the horizon. Local farms remind you that the best experiences are often found far from crowds. This isn't a sponsored tour or a polished travel brochure. It's a real walk through a real town, captured exactly as I experienced it. Now, full transparency. We're not starting at the very beginning. We're picking up in the middle of Fundao and heading outward, because that's how the day unfolded. And honestly, sometimes the most interesting part of the town aren't the ones on the map. They are the ones you stumble into when you just start walking. The historic center, the old squares, the cobblestone streets at the heart of Fundao. That's coming in a separate video. We're saving the best of the old town for its own dedicated video, because it deserves that. What you're getting here is the other side of Fundao. The side most travel videos completely ignored. And this is where it gets interesting. As we move outward, the character of the town starts to change. Newer buildings appear, wider streets, modern apartment blocks sitting alongside older structures. That's not an accident. Fundao has been actively working to attract people back. Remote workers, entrepreneurs, international families escaping the cost of living pressure in bigger cities. You can feel it in the construction. Someone is genuinely betting on this town. And then, just like that, the town ends and the land begins. Those hills stretching out in front of you, that's the Serra da Gardunha. It's not Sintra. It's not the postcard version of Portugal, but there's something about it that feels more real, more lived in. The farms out here are mostly fruit and olive, and Fundao is actually famous across Portugal for its cherries. Every June, the town hosts a cherry festival that doesn't make it onto most international travel blogs, but ask any local and they'll tell you it's one of the best weekends of the year. I've traveled through a lot of Portugal's interior towns, and I keep finding the same thing: space, quiet, and a pace of life that cities like Lisbon have long since lost. Fundao sits in the Castelo Branco district, inland, away from the coast, away from the tourist traffic. And that distance is exactly what preserved it. This is a town that knows what it is. It's not trying to be Lisbon. It's not competing with anyone. It just exists quietly and confidently in the middle of some of the most underrated landscape in the country. If you're thinking about relocating to Portugal, not just visiting, places like Fundao deserve serious consideration. The cost of living is noticeably lower, the community is close-knit, and the landscape, as you can see, doesn't need to apologize to anyone. This is part one, and there's a lot more of Fundao still to come. The historic town center, the main square, the older streets that hold the real history of this place. All of that is coming in the next video. So if you're not subscribed yet, now is the time. You don't want to miss it. For now though, don't rush. Take your time with this one. Sit back, enjoy the view, and let Fundao speak for itself. I'm Michael. This is Rags2Travel, and we're just getting started.